89.3 and 88.5 Yes FM. Online at www.yeshome.com. Now on the free Yes FM iTunes app and the Yes FM Android app, or the free TuneIn Radio app. Search Yes FM Lima.
Joining me in studio, if I can remember which mic to turn on, hopefully that's the right one there, is Jodie Dye. She is the author of the book Beauty Treatments, Prepare to Meet Your King, and she's going to be doing a 12-week series at Calvary Church on beauty treatment classes, but not quite maybe in the way you're thinking. Jodie, welcome to the program.
Hi, thank you.
And tell us, first of all, about the book. It's based on the story of Esther out of the Bible, but what was the inspiration for you to sit down and write this book?
It was basically over a relationship that I really wanted, and God didn't want me to do it, and it broke my heart. So, at the breaking point, every time you have a breaking point, that's where God is there to meet you. And he met in the middle of the night. He just inspired me and said, I want you to remain unavailable for one whole year, and I want you to prepare your heart for me, the King of Kings, just as Esther prepared her heart for King Xerxes.
And we were chatting a little off the air. You're saying you spent a whole year fasting every other day, just, receiving this word from the Lord.
Yes. You see, Esther received 12 months of beauty treatments and special food. So every other day I fasted from food, making it a 6-month fast. And instead receiving physical food, I received spiritual food as my special food. Mm-hmm. And beauty treatments, I received inner beauty treatments.
And you detail that in your book, and as we mentioned, it goes through the story of Esther, and then you outline, and this will be the course of the class, yes. 12 beauty treatments. Talk about some of the beauty treatments, and because some of them sound like what you would normally hear, like detoxing and moisturizing, but what you mean by some of those things, a little bit different than what you might get in a beauty magazine.
Exactly. So let's take, for example, the beauty treatment of exfoliating. Mm-hmm. When you think of exfoliating, you think of, removing dead skin cells.
Right,
well,
you're scrubbing off that skin.
Let me ask you, do you ever feel like somebody rubs you the wrong way?
Oh, not just occasionally.
Well, they are giving you the beauty treatment of exfoliation. You see, God uses those people who are the closest to you to help remove some of the dead stuff in your own life so you can shed some of those dead habits. But it's equally important for you to surround yourself with people who give you the beauty treatment of moisturization too, that people who nourish your soul, people who pour into your life. Because if you are not surrounding yourself with people who give you the beauty treatment of moisturization, you could become a dry, irritated patch.
So as you go through this class, first of all, the class coming up is at a 12-week series happening at Calvary Church on Wednesday evenings. First of all, when does it begin?
It starts tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow we're kicking this off. Is this just for ladies? Is it for men and women, anybody, or what's the focus for the class?
It's going to probably be mostly for women. I'm not going to exclude men from it because ultimately these beauty treatments are inner beauty treatments, and they are for the bride of Christ. Mm-hmm. And the bride of Christ is needing to be prepared to meet their king, because our king is coming. Our king is coming back. Jesus is coming, and he wants us to prepare ourselves, prepare our hearts, and be ready. He says he's coming back for a spotless bride, and he wants us to prepare for that. So I believe that if you're a child of God, you're a bride, whether you're a man or a woman. I know sometimes it's hard for a man to understand that, but a man is also the bride of Christ. And I know my husband, he says that he benefits from these beauty treatments himself.
So focus is for women, but not limited to that.
Exactly.
And so walk us through what's going to kind of happen in a class. Somebody shows up tomorrow night. What's going to kind of be the outline of the class? Okay,
well, there are going to be a lot of hands-on activities from almost every class. This one I'm going to do an overview and an introduction, and so I will talk about, I'll go back to the foundation and go back to the basics of the cross, because that's ultimately, I don't want any creaks or any cracks in the concrete of our foundation. So I'm definitely going to go deep into the cross and talk, foundations, because we can't build on that until we have that concrete. And then after that, we're going to do some hands-on, have some fun. We're going to, just really have fun with it. Like for the beauty treatment of contouring. When we do the beauty treatment of contouring, we will have makeup people, we'll do some makeup. But the focus point is on how God is he's the one that's done our spiritual makeup, and he's the spiritual artist. And as a makeup artist will shape your face, well, he's our makeup artist that shapes our faith. And with that, he uses like we would use different tools to shape our face. Well, he uses the hammer of hardship. He uses the chisel of chastisement. And he uses the iron tools of each other. So God uses all those things that people are they try to shy away from. All of those things that cause us to, it shapes us. It makes us and molds us into the people he called us to be.
And I imagine throughout the 12 weeks, that story of Esther kind of going to be woven in and out throughout the 12 weeks?
Most definitely. Most definitely. All of the characters in the book of Esther are so... They're all over this entire book, from meeting the king, meeting Mordecai, and we won't deal with Haman until after we deal with self. Because we have to deal with self first before we can even dare deal with the enemy.
Yeah, deal with the others. You got to make sure we're in the right spot.
Yeah.
It is coming up at Calvary Church beginning Wednesday. What time will the class begin?
7 o'clock to 8:30.
7 to 8:30 at Calvary Church, located on, I don't know what the address is. It's on Reynolds Road.
It's on Conant Street.
Conant,
Conant Street, right across from
the old big
gym.
movie theater.
Yeah,
you know where it is, across from the gym.
Child care is provided.
So there is child care available from 7 to 8:30. Do they need to pre-register, or can they just show up right at the time?
Yeah, they can just show up. It's in room 105, and they do not have to purchase my book, but it is available. It'll be $15. It's on sale for this class. So it will be available if anybody wants. But we will have handouts so that they won't have to purchase it.
So there's essentially no cost for the class, but if you want to pick up the book, they're available to you.
Exactly.
Excellent.
No cost.
Is there any way? I imagine maybe the website, if people want to find out more information. Church website?
Yeah, you can like me on Facebook at Inner Beauty Treatments.
Okay.
And then also my website is www.innerbeautytreatments.com.
Excellent. Hey, Jodie, thanks so much for being here. It sounds like a fascinating class.
I'm excited. I hope you are too.
Hey, thanks so much for being in this morning.
Thank you.
Yes, FM.